Hi YouTube, how's it going? It's Rob here. Today we're going to go over the blue cards from Rivals of Ixalan. Starting off, Crafty Cut Purse, 4-drop, 2/2, Human Pilot with Flash. When enters the battlefield, each token that will be created under an opponent's control this turn is created under your control instead. Very good against token decks, but any other kind of deck, this card will not work that well. Next, Crashing Tide. 3-drop sorcery. As long as you control a merfolk, becomes an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand, and then you can draw a card. This becomes an instant as long as you have a merfolk. Otherwise, it's just a 3-drop unsummon with draw a card. Next, Curious Obsession. 1-drop enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't attack with a creature this turn, sacrifice this card. Overall, pretty good and limited, but it probably won't see constructed play. Next, Dead-Eyed Rig Hauler. 4-drop, 3/2, Human Pilot with Raid. When it enters the battlefield, if you attack with a creature this turn, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. A 3/2 for 4 is okay. Make sure you play this during your second phase and after you attack with the creature. Otherwise, it's just a 3/2 for 4. Next, Expel, Form, or Kaza. 2-drop instant with Ascend. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and if you have the Obsidian's Blessing, you may put that permanent on top of its owner's library instead. This is pretty cool. It's going to be good in control, but make sure you have Ascend, otherwise it's just a bigger unsummon. Next, Flood of Recollection. 2-drop sorcery. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand, then exile this card. Whenever you have a chance to return an instant or sorcery, it's always a good card. Definitely standard playable, and it's definitely going to be unlimited. Next, Hornswoggle. Counter target creature spell. You create a treasure artifact, and this costs 3. This is a pretty good card. Just target something big, and then you can get a treasure. Pretty simple. Next, Kite Sail Corsair. 2-drop Human Pirate. It has flying as long as it's attacking, and it's a 2/1. Pretty good on attacks, but terrible on defense. Overall, it's okay. Next, Mistcloak Herald. 1-drop Merfolk Warrior, and it cannot be blocked. It's a 1/1. Good in an early game, bad in the late game. Negate. 2-drop instant. Counter target non-creature spell. This card's coming back. This is another reprint. Next, Nezethal, Primal Tide. 7-drop legendary creature, Elder Dinosaur. Nezethal cannot be countered. You have no maximum hand size. And when an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Discard 3 cards. Exile Nezethal. Return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. 7/7. Very powerful creature, does cost a lot, but it has a lot of great abilities, and I can definitely see this in limited, commander, modern, whatever kind of format you want. Next, Release to the Wind, 3-drop instant, exile target non-land permanent. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may cast it without paying its mana cost. This is a weird card, but it's going to be limited playable, but I'm not sure about standard playable. This is just a weird card. Next, Riverwise Augur, 4-drop Merfolk Wizard. When it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then put the top 2, then put 2 from your hand on top of your library in any order. Really good in control, and if you don't have the correct cards you want, you can always put the 2 that you don't want on top of your library in any order you want. Next, Sea Legs, 1-drop enchantment aura. Flash, enchant creature. As long as it's pirate, it gets 0+0+2. Otherwise, it gets -2, -0. Pretty good and limited. Just make sure you have pirates. Next, Siren Reaver. 4-drop Siren Pirate with Raid. It costs 1 less if you attack the creature this turn. 3/2 with flying. Pretty good. Just make sure you attack with the creature and it costs 3. Otherwise, you're just going to pay 4. Next, Slippery Scoundrel. 3-drop Human Pirate with Ascend. As long as you have the City's Blessing, it has hexproof and cannot be blocked. It's a 2/2. Pretty good creature. Just make sure you have Ascend. Next, Soul of the Rapids. 5-drop Elemental. Flying hexproof. 3/2. Interesting card. But a 3/2 with hexproof and flying is pretty good. Definitely limited playable. Spirewinder. 4-drop creature, snake. Flying Ascend. As long as you have the City's Blessing, it has +1/+1. 2/3. I'm going to leave a link in the description for Loading Ready Run. They played with this card. And it did pretty good for them and they're limited. So if you pull this during your limit and your blue's pretty good, I would definitely play this card. Next, Sworn Guardian. 2-drop Merfolk Warrior, 1. Finally, Water Knot. 3-drop Enchantment Aura. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature does not untap during its controller's untap step. We have seen these cards plenty of times in different sets, just different names, and this is Ixalan's version of that card. Definitely limited playable, and it's going to be really good against creature decks. And that's going to do it. That's all the blue cards. I've gone over some of them before in my other videos, so you can check those out. But anyways, thanks you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode when we go over the black cards. Thank you, and have a nice day.